Hi everybody, this is Sonia with Paper Pizzazz, and the other day I had a brown paper sack that was laying around. I was saving it for something, and I decided to just start into it and use it for a journal. And I did not start videotaping that. I just kind of started this, and I'm kind of going along. I haven't finished it, but I want to kind of explain how I did it. It was not a grocery sack. It was like half that size. So I opened the whole thing up and made it flat. And then I cut the bottom part off. And without doing the whole thing from scratch, I'll try to explain what I did. I basically folded it over now, and I used the bottom part, the bottom of the sack. This in the middle here is the bottom of the sack, and the part where it's, the bottom is kind of folded over and crinkly, I didn't want that to show, so I cut a piece of paper, decorative paper, and I glued that in here. I collaged some pretty paper. I tied it together with twine, which is a 3-hole pamphlet stitch, kite string basically, and I think it looks really nice. So I just started covering some of the other pages. This part was hanging off, so I glued it on each side, made a pocket. So I was just basically covering these pages up just with some scrap pieces I had around. This is washi tape. This is all washi. And then my plan, here's the back. Okay, so my plan was to have this journal, this end piece would fold over like this. So far, I have done a lot of this. I have some little piece of paper that I had stamped. Here's just some painty paper that I stamped with my stamps and collaged here. And I still have all this to do. I had some rice paper the other day that I was making. I made several pieces of rice paper. If you have not done this, it's the faux rice paper. There are a lot of videos on this, but I think a lot of this turned out really good. This is rice paper that they're napkins, and I added some watercolor after everything's dried. Here's some that I added watercolor when it was still wet, and you can see how the paint kind of bled into there, had a nice effect. Here's some different colors I was trying. I like this color blue. Here's just plain, I didn't put any color, just tissue and with glue, and it's so easy to make. So I'm trying to decorate this up. I actually did cut a piece of the rice paper, and I made a pocket. I glued it down there, collage, with some stamps I'm experimenting with. There's like a little pocket. I love the translucency of this faux rice paper. Here's a pocket that I had when I turned this flap over. Now this part here, I'm trying to figure out how to do this middle. There's another page. Well, I was trying to figure out what to do with this. I did have a little piece of the rice paper. I put some little note paper in here, and I stapled it. I just made a little booklet. I love how you can see through this. It's so cool. And I think I'll just stick it right in here. And let's see. So in here, I was thinking of I made some envelope pockets a long time ago, just junk mail envelopes. And I was thinking of putting one of these in there. I had another one that I liked better. There's this one. These are fun to make when your old junk mail envelopes. Just cut them, cover them with paper, and the inside I also covered with paper, so when you look through here you don't see a blank white. So I think I was going to glue this in here so you can have a little tuck spot. So top and sides are open. So I'm just going to glue I think this is getting clogged up. Okay, so I have glued this tuck spot down. It's open on the top and sides. You can put whatever you want to in there. This is a work in progress. Like, get your paper sack, cut it down to whatever size you want. And, you know, like I said, I used the bottom of it too. This is the bottom part. So you might have to trim it up a little bit, but I am gonna keep working on this. So I'll see you in my next video, and maybe I'll be able to finish this. So thanks for watching.